Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Seinarukana with me, Phantom Zwei. When we last left off, we were descending our way down into the time tree, of course, and making our way deeper in. Let's continue. We are going to try to speed this along pretty good here. I may just have Nozomu eat this, so we can have Reptuna charge for Tidal Tear. I really like Tidal Tear, and I kind of want to... I want to make use of it, even if it is, you know, kind of maybe not necessarily the most effective way to handle a lot of these particular setups. Unfortunately, Ice Banish 2 is going to put it into my dream of using Tidal Tear. Oh, wait, no, wait. Skill level 6. It only banishes up to level 5. Perfect. Alright, in that case, the only unfortunate thing is that, of course, Flame Caladrius is not going to do anything to this Eternal Avatar, the Red Eternal Avatar. Could have Jitsita eat some damage. Now, may do that... Just YOLO it. I think I'm going to, actually. Yeah, just kill them outright. We'll take some damage on her. I'm not too worried about it. They can't interrupt it, so... We absolutely destroy their mana charge for a turn. Oh, did that... They didn't even get to attack. I didn't realize this guy must have already been exhausted. I probably should have paid attention to the mana cost, because that, you know, is an important part of Tidal Tear, but that meant that he couldn't even attack. So, yeah, if I'd noticed that, I wouldn't even have been worried about Jetsita. Not that I was worried, but, you know, there would have been no reason to even hesitate, basically. So now we're just going to run through with Dual Edge 2, and Star Zapper will also help us out destroying these guys. This is a very effective team. Oh my gosh, this is overkill. It's everyone... And there's only one guy. Okay, so there are two paths. Man, this is a bad angle for this particular place, so let's go ahead and just do completely isometric. Just completely overhead, I guess I should say. So there is a path to the south and a path to the north. We are probably going to split up. We got three guys over here. That's a stronghold. That's a stronghold. There's less guys to the south. So I'll probably send a bit more of a force to the north. Or just Seinarukana and or Team 1. Okay, and then... Okay, so we've only got 3 strongholds here, and this is the teleporter to the next area, I assume. It won't let me hover over it for some reason, but, I'm gonna assume that. I'm sure it looks like one. Alright, Team 1... You just hang out for now. Team 2, I will probably send you to the south. I'll probably send, like, Team 2 and Seinarukana to the south. And just everyone else to the north or something like that. Basically, Seinarukana is going to take the south, is the way I'm thinking about it. Alright. Yuffie, you're going to accompany them to the north. You'll be a strong backup. Seinarukana, you are basically the force to the south. Yeah. Okay, advancing. We could be attacked from either or both of Unit 4 and 5 here. But I think I'm okay with that. Alright. I better be okay with that. We are again going to charge Tidal Tear. That's going to be especially helpful against this Apocalypse, because it'll delay them for an entire turn. But of course we are going to want to defend strongly against, you know, the likes of these guys. So Flame Caladrius is actually going to work out well here. I could take a turn to Holy, but that does delay Tidal Tear. And I don't really feel like it's necessary. I mean, it's nice, but it's hardly necessary, so let's just go with this. spamming Tidal Tear is fun. Oh, that's right, they did attack, so of course. Okay, they did swap out. Oh, no, wait, no, they didn't. I don't know why I thought they did. Oh, because they swapped these two. Chaotic Moon, that's going to hit the supporter. So that'll hit Riptuna. That is no big deal at all. But we're going to Tidal Tear them this turn. They do have enough mana to attack. And even still, they still have this guy in the defender role anyway, so actually that force damage is nice. So that's perfectly fine. And then this should kill the defender anyway. Yeah, did the job. Tidal Tear is so awesome, man. Look at that, they still only have 2 mana charge. They still can't use that this turn. So at this point, we put Riptuna in the defender role and swap it out like this. Finished off. Next turn, we take out the attacker easily, and that is that. I'm glad that that you guys helped me discover the awesomeness that is Tidal Tear, honestly. Because I kind of glossed over it, frankly. Let me see. I don't think I want to bother with Team 2 here. Seinarukana can just, you know, absolutely wreck those guys. And I have to actually, like, think and strategize if I were to use that other team. So, meh, who wants to do that? That takes effort. I've been at work all day, don't judge me. Yeah. This looks nice. Not quite enough to kill him, but pretty darn close. Still do some damage with Fireball, even though he won't do much. I will switch up to Excalibur 2, though. Alright. Oh, we didn't finish him! I kind of thought the Fireball was going to finish him off. Unfortunately not. Switch back to Leviathan. And yeah, we'll keep Fireball. Okay, so now there's just this guy left, which is no problem at all. So we can finish them off in one turn. I'm going to put her on Excalibur 2 again. Between that and Fireball, we should take this guy out. 24 HP left. Teehee. Alright, so now we move forward with Team 3. They are attacking us. Not exactly what I advise, but hey, you know, it's your life. Silent Field. Let me remind myself again what this does. Only takes 2 mana. Silences the entire area of blue mana. Start a battle, snuffing out all weak support skills, as well as increasing the strength of blue attributes of both friends and foes. Okay, so it will banish up to level 4 skills. I need to keep that in mind. Fortunately for me, actually, I don't think that Star Zapper is level 4, and in fact, I know that Tidal Tear is not. Yeah, it's level 5. So, actually, this isn't going to affect us, basically, at all. It might actually snuff out Holy. I'm not exactly sure how that would work. Oh, no, wait. Skill level 8. Never mind. I was thinking that would be like skill level 2 or something, but never mind. Do I want to go for the Tidal Tear wipe again, or do I want to switch it up a little bit with a Holy start? I feel like this is just... We finish the battle more quickly if we do this. And this is another situation where we do damage with Flare Caladrice. Not to mention the fact that we need to defend either with Riptuna or Nizomu against that Swallow Sword too, because that's a pretty intense move. We wouldn't want to defend with Jetsita with that much damage coming in from both sides. Yeah, she wouldn't defend much at all. So let's just go ahead and stick to the Tidal Tear strategy. Okay. And are we gonna do that again? In fact, I don't even know why I say it again, because we literally haven't even attacked yet, because they attacked us. Which I gloss over very often. Okay, that's gonna hit the enemy attacker. What's that do? Damage down? Ally strength up. Enemy, or ally endurance down. Huh, okay. Not what I expected. And we still want to leave Jetsita there. I would like to swap Nozomu in, but I don't want Jetsita to take that much damage. So we're just going to kind of have her not really do much damage here. This should be nice, though. Yeah, finished off the supporter immediately. Now we swap something like this. Yeah, that should easily take care of him. Especially with their silent field, they made it to where our attacks are also stronger, so... yeah. Ow, that actually hurt. Maybe I... Actually, no, that'll take her another turn to charge. So I guess Reptuna might... I don't know if I'm going to one-shot him with this. Reptuna might take more damage, unfortunately. We did. Okay, we did finish her. Or, yeah, it is a her, sort of. It, if you prefer, off. Dematerialize. Okay, we've seen all these last episode. Buster Typhoon is something to consider for sure. Frozen Stasis, I'm just not... I don't think I'm ever going to get that. There's just no reason to get it. Flame Laser takes too much mana. Elemental Blast... It's not bad. It's just not usually the role that I put Salez in. Silent Field for Thalia. Obliterate to any enemy. This corridor. That's a pretty cool ability. Oh, it takes 5 mana though, unfortunately. Ellipse takes too much mana. Doom Judgment. Which is looking pretty tempting at this point, honestly. I could just get rid of Ruined Universe. I just, like, never use it at this point. I mean, I know it does enemy statistics downs, but it's gotten to the point where I just don't really worry about that most of the time. And I can always swap it back in if I want. So it's either that or Nozomi or Satsuki's ability. You know what? This isn't a all-around improvement for her. I feel like I should give it to one of these two because their skills are just straight up stronger than anything they have. Satsuki hasn't gotten any love in a long time, and Nozomi's primarily a defender anyway, whereas Satsuki is kind of like generally a supporter or attacker. So I feel like to keep her more useful in an attacker role, I'm going to prioritize this. Dematerialize does take 3 mana though, actually. I just noticed that. Which makes me lean towards Nozomi. I just like those low mana cost abilities whenever I can get them. I think we're going to get rid of this over Power Strike. Or maybe Penetrate 1. Just because this is also a Penetrate and it's just all around better in every way. Let's get rid of Penetrate 1. There we go. Okay, now moving forward, they will probably assault us when we get there, right? Where is the stronghold over here? Is there? I thought there was one. Or did I just pass it and not even pay attention? Ah! Is that it? That is it. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna keep this odd angle here for a minute. So that is Team 6. They're gonna attack soon. But I'm not really worried about Team 1 because they're awesome. So let's just have them go forward. You guys can join Seinarukana, who will wipe up the mess ahead of you, basically. I realize that I'm kind of relying on the same teams a lot. And part of me is like, yeah, I should vary it up more. But another part of me is like, This series is so freaking long, I kind of feel like I should just do what's effective and just kind of make it to where there aren't a billion more episodes. If you guys understand where I'm coming from. I think yesterday was episode 116, so this is, I think, 117, if I remember right. This, again, is going up the same day that I'm recording it. I think that's gonna be more worthwhile, because I might... I'm not gonna be able to one-shot them with this. I'll come close. I think I'll be within 500 HP one-shotting them, but... let's do it. Oh. Well, I was wrong. I always fail to account for how big her strength bonus is. Good lord. Okay, let's swap again to Leviathan. It's ridiculous how good Fireball is on her as an all-rounder. Like, that's one of the first abilities she had. Well, I guess it's Fireball 2 now. But it's just Old Faithful, you know? It's so good. At least for mopping up, you know, trash mobs. Guess we have gotten the new stronghold occupied. All right, and we have a scene. This has been a while. It's been like 2 or 3 episodes. We continue advancing, defeating dozens of eternal minions along the way. Engraved pillars with tree roots wrapped around them are everywhere. It'd be an ethereal spectacle if we had time to explore. But it's just a battlefield now. And that's when a new enemy appears. They look very familiar, actually. On the outside, they look just like the eternal minions we've already been fighting. There's something clearly different about them. Everyone can sense it instinctively.
こいつら漏れ出したナルに汚染されてる。
ナルミニオンか。気をつけろ。こちらまでナルに飲み込まれる可能性もあるぞ。
They're nothing like what we've been fighting so far. I can feel their power radiating against my skin. It's obvious that we can't fight against them in the same way. They're just not just our enemies. There's something entirely different from us. Is this what it's like to become null? One silently raises its weapon, and then suddenly vanishes. It attacks in the blink of an eye, aiming to kill with a single stroke. Nozomi barely managed to block it, but was thrown back by its sheer strength. That's not the end of it either. One after another raises its weapon and rushes to attack in a flash of movement.
この人たち強いですよ。だいたい気をつけろって何をどうすればいいわけ？私が何とかする。みんな下がってなさい。
A clear voice shouts out as we're pushed backwards. Seinarukana glares at the null minions. She steps forward and chants. The power of an eternity sword gathers in her hand. Hey! You're not seriously taking them on by yourself, are you?
その存在ごと消し飛ばしてあげる。
She swings her arm in a horizontal arc across the entire line of null minions attacking us. There's a moment of silence, and then a massive eruption. The ground shatters, and a shockwave blasts everything into dust. After the roaring sound fades, all that's left are massive gouges torn out of the ground, like it's been rent clean through.
一見落着ね。
Seinarukana grins, having taken care of all the enemies at once. We, on the other hand, just stare at her in dumbfounded shock. This is what a first-rank Eternity Sword can do when she gets serious. Even now, it's a little hard to believe. We have to fight our hardest too. We can't afford to lose to the enemies here. I mutter, mostly to myself, to spur me back into action. To no one's surprise, Seinarukana is awesome. Alrighty. Moving on. We're gonna keep everyone together. It's just sensible. They are not going to charge us, actually. Team 1 will continue to just tear through. Heat flow, I'm not worried about. We might actually have Jetsita absorb the damage here. I could actually take a moment to heal a little bit with Holy, which might not be a bad idea. I can also have Reptuna charge for a turn in the attacker role, which I kind of forgot about, honestly. So I think we do that for this turn. We just have Jetsita eat a little damage. She'll be okay. I'm going to make sure she doesn't have a better defensive ability, but I don't think she does. Yeah. I mean, Mind Shield 2 is going to absorb more damage. This counters, but blocks less damage. So I should just try to prevent more force damage from getting through. Yeah. Mind Shield 2. That'll block the majority of it. And then we'll heal up, we'll raise all our attributes. It'll be a good time. Holy, we're almost completely maxed out on health. Okay, oh, they put up Incinerate. We definitely want to have a beefy defender in that case. Unfortunately, they've still got someone with great force defense in there, so I kind of feel like I might actually just want to use Rampage Blue here and one-shot him. It does waste the opportunity to use Tidal Tear, which might be more worthwhile, actually, when I think about it. Because this way we're going to not do too much damage to this one, of course, but we're going to do massive damage to both of these guys, because that isn't an all-block. I think it's worth the sacrifice of not really doing anything with Flame, or rather Flare Calidrize. Let's do it. Yeah, we didn't quite finish the supporter, unfortunately, but it was still pretty cool. Now... Reptuna will be fine, of course, but... yeah, and Reptuna won't be able to attack this turn anyway, so... let's just do this. They are going to hit us with Incinerate this turn. There it was. Okay. Now we finish this guy off. Yeah, because Star Zapper... not gonna hit them, but we'll kill them before Star Zapper goes off, actually. So now... yeah, we finish you off with Star Zapper. Great. Turn a Relic. Or a Photon Blade. Merciless Spike. Brave Block 2. Hurricane 1. Machine Resist, and Resonance Rage. It's gotta be Aura Photon Blade 1 or Brave Block 2. I think it might be Brave Block 2. Yeah, that just doesn't seem good enough. Yeah, Brave Block 2 it is. So this is an all-defense ability, so we are going to replace Divine Block 1. Bam. Alrighty. Now you move into the base alongside, not that you've actually done any fighting, but yeah, no. I am going to wait to level everyone until everyone kind of forms up into the same place. So basically, until we move down to the next floor, I'm not going to worry about leveling. Actually, has Seinarukana recovered all her abilities? She's not quite, so we're actually going to stand by here. If they want to attack us, they're welcome to. We'll just have Seinarukana destroy them then. But I'm not in a hurry here. We're going to take this base without resistance, apparently. No spawns. She has recovered completely now. So Seinarukana will begin the assault on Unit 8 here. They've got Incinerate again, so she will take a little damage. Not that it really matters, mind you, but hey. Let's go ahead with this. Okay, they didn't change out, much to my surprise. We'll just finish this guy off. They'll hit us with Incinerate, of course. Which is too bad. but not a problem, frankly. Let's actually stay with Leviathan, because we're going to one-shot them anyway. And then next turn, we'll finish them off with Excalibur. And save us a use of Fireball. This should kill them just with Excalibur. Easily. Okay, now we take the base. Hopefully they don't spawn on top of these guys. Okay, so we've got a bunch more resistance coming in. We're one square away from a base, so I welcome them to charge us, actually. So if we need to go back to heal and or recover, it is easy. Well, they decided to do just that. By all means, please do. I will have Seinarukana absolutely destroy you. We'll use Leviathan again. Along with Fireball. It'll take a couple of turns, even. But, you know, we'll take them out pretty easily. Yeah. Finish this guy off, then Fireball. Another one. Excalibur to kill them this turn. It's so formulaic with Seinarukana now. It's just like, yeah, we know the drill. And finish them off with Excalibur. Bam. Easy. And we'll have her advance just because, you know, we're going to be repelled even if we kill them. Sacrifice 1. I don't think I've seen this. Spell takes the caster's life force and turns it into a spear that bores straight through the enemy. It cannot be used if it would kill the caster, and can only be used at the start of a battle. Counter skill. So that's going to take 25% of Seinarukana's health, which is not that big of a problem, frankly. Even if it was, we'd just heal with her, but we don't really even need to worry about that right now. Before the end of combat, I might take a turn to actually heal her. But, you know, it's not like it's a problem at this point. Again, it'll take 2 turns to break through this guy's defense. But they did switch up this time. Oh, they harvested. Ain't that cute. Alright, now we go ahead and Excalibur. Not gonna do much damage with Fireball, so I think this is the point where we take a chance to actually heal her. They could switch over to, excuse me, to banish her skill, but I doubt they will. So now she's in much better shape. We swap back over again to Leviathan and Fireball and continue the process. This turn we kill this guy easily. Okay, that is all material. I suppose we just use Leviathan again. The counter damage is unpleasant, but not really a problem. And finish them off with Excalibur. Bam. Another Eternal Relic. Okay, Protection White 1. Thought we got this earlier in the game. I guess we didn't. So this will nullify anything that is not... or any white damage, I should say. But can be penetrated. Otherwise, it only does 430 defense against material damage. It's not bad. Very situational, but in a second playthrough, you know, on a higher difficulty, I can definitely see it being useful. And frankly, Aura Shield 1 is completely useless. Excuse me, completely useless at this point. So it's not like there's a reason not to get that. But let's look at the other stuff, of course, first. Silent Field 1. That's a cool ability. I can definitely see uses for it. But again, it's situational, so I want to move on and not be like, wow, that's amazing. Revive 1, definitely cool. But you kind of hope to avoid dying in the first place. Spike Smash. It doesn't do more force damage, which is kind of what I look for with Naya. So I'm going to move on. Vital Extension, what? 100% force damage. What? Takes 5 mana, but what? Target all allies. Oh, it's a revive. For some reason, I was thinking this was like an attack that hit everybody. I was like, how can this work? It's a revive. Duh. So it takes 5 mana, but you can revive up to 2 party members, of course. And, you know, because if Solid's is dead, obviously he's not going to be able to use it. Hailstorm 1. Nice and balanced. I like that. It'd be a good replacement. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because it takes 3 mana. I mean, it's stronger, but maybe not necessarily worth it with the increased mana cost, because, again, it takes 2 rounds to charge with, you know, at that point with 3 mana. Heaven's Gate 1, again, takes 3 mana. A lot of force damage, though, which is pretty rad for Sorluska. And the 50% material damage is nice, too. Protection Red. Unexpected. It's also a good material block. And it only takes 2 mana. That's pretty good. Arc Flare. Takes 6 mana again. But it's even stronger than Star Zapper. Jeez, man. Mind Break 1. Uses black mana to disrupt the enemy's ability to concentrate and draw on elemental power. Magic and resistance down. Okay. Labellum 2. Wow. Okay, so good material damage, but also force damage. And it's a penetrate. And it only takes 2 mana. I think that's going to be replacing Stormbringer. And Surging Aura 1. Takes 3 mana. Meh. Self all attributes up and combat mana. Okay, so it's one of those abilities to gain mana faster and increase your attributes by sacrificing the damage per turn. I can see, as an all-rounder, these kinds of skills, and since I have, you know, Euphoria as an all-rounder, these could be used really strategically. Because if you see a spot where they have a weaker attacker, for 1 turn you use this. You eat a little bit of damage, then all your attributes are increased, and you have a bunch more mana. Especially useful if you have a, like, hit everyone skill on her. So the first round you kind of sacrifice, you know, some damage to get a big mana charge. So maybe you can use that attack for, like, 2 turns in a row if it's a 3 mana cost ability. But I think all attacks have been 4 mana. I could be wrong about that, but I think so. So, man, this is pretty tough. I feel like I spend half of every episode looking at Eternal Relics. I know that's probably a bad habit of mine, but there's so many interesting abilities in this game. I think it's just going to be Seinarukana. I always use her, and it's just awesome to have, you know, more abilities like this. That, again, I can use this every turn, do force damage as well as material. So, you know, it gives me some balance with it as well. So let's go ahead and just get rid of Stormbringer for Flabellum 2. Alright. Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so that's on... That'll be on the Defender. I think 25% of Nozomi's health. That hits everyone, though. She only will defend against material damage. So that's actually not good. That could defend against it. Or she'll eat some damage. Or I could just let Seinarukana handle it, which is what I think I'm going to do, because it's the road of least resistance. Yes, I know. Oh, okay. They're just going to attack here. Oh, I need to end the episode. I don't have much time again today, so, you know, if I want to record Danganronpa, I need to end the episode. So we'll end it after this fight. I think we are again going to go with the Tidal Tear strategy, but we're not actually going to do that because this guy hits too hard. So I think we will Holy, though. Reptuna can eat that damage with no problem. That'll also increase her resistances to that too, so that'll be nice. What is her endurance and resistance at, anyway? Her endurance is not great, her resistance is great. So, that's cool. Not that they would have gotten through with the force damage anyway, but, you know. Flame Calidrice will actually do some damage to this guy too, which is nice. Or Flare Calidrice. Oh, well, I always want to call it Flame Calidrice. Let's do it. Holy! Wow, yeah, that was dinky. They were gonna hit us with Incinerate, but that's no problem at all. Let's just do this. Yeah, let's just do this. Next turn, we will hit them with Tidal Tear. That's not gonna do much for you. Unfortunately, we're not gonna do much damage to this defender with Tidal Tear. Nor with Jetsita. Oh, but actually... Ooh, I like. We might actually one-shot this guy. Well, I shouldn't say one-shot. We're going to one-turn them between Dual Edge 2 and Tidal Tear, I think. Okay, they didn't swap, which is kind of what I thought they would do. Oh, they did. They're just at the end of the turn. Again, phases confuse me, and I always forget. Tidal Tear just is gonna completely screw them over, even though that's the reason I use it. I might just charge for a second Tidal Tear. And do this. Yeah, heal up. Enjoy that. We're gonna be able to do it this turn. And there... Okay, pay attention. They cannot attack, so it doesn't matter, because you are going to nullify all of their mana charge. Or, like, mana seal, even. So... yeah. It's gonna be awesome. Let's destroy them. They can't do anything. And they're dead to it as well. It's a bad day. I'm gonna have everyone form up right here. And this is where I'm actually going to call an end to today's episode. I am finally off tomorrow. So I hope to get a little recording done in that time tomorrow. But for now, this is going to have to do it for today. So as always, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you're still enjoying the series. I feel like I've gotten into a groove with, the characters, their abilities, such as that, there's still tons about the abilities and the characters and blah, blah, blah that I don't understand. I know that, but it feels good. It feels like I've come a long way since I started this and didn't have a clue what I was doing. But anyway, again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time.